Is it recording? Okay. Hey, it's Chloe, and today I thought I would try something I've never actually done before, and that is sewing. And yes, I know what you're all thinking, but I found this tutorial on YouTube for a super cute pleated skirt, and honestly, I think it looks super manageable even with my limited set of skills. And so yeah, it's happening. Yeah, without any further ado, let's hit the fabric store. I have returned with all the materials I will be needing for my skirt. Over here, you'll see my little notebook where I put all my sketches. Yeah, I guess it's time to get started. The first thing I had to do was measure and cut my fabric. My little tip for you guys is to always measure twice because you can only cut once. Then I moved on to the pleats. It was a bit hard to make them all the same width, but it's not the end of the world if they're not perfect. No one can tell from a distance. After I was done making the pleats, it was time to sew them in place. Each pleat had to be sewn from the top edge of the skirt to about the middle to get that classic tennis look. And yes, I do mean each and every one of the 16 pleats, so as you can imagine, that was pretty time consuming. If you happen to make a mistake, no need to worry, your seam ripper is your best friend. Just rip the stitch that you just made and start over until you get it just right. Next part was the waistband. Nothing too complicated here, I just had to attach a big rectangle to the top edge of the skirt. As long as you sew it the right side up, you're golden. Before moving on any further, I just had to iron the pleats to flatten them. Be extra careful here, that iron gets hot. Once the ironing was done, it was time for the zipper. That was by far the trickiest part of the whole skirt. As it turns out, zippers are really hard to sew on. My bit of advice if you ever get stuck is to stay calm. Take a nice, big breath and trust in yourself. You're capable of a lot more than you think. And finally, I added the button. Just remember to always be careful what layers you're sewing through. So I realized that this didn't exactly go according to plan, but I did give it my all, and honestly I think that's what matters in the end. Alright. Time to take that shit off.